Hi cozy friends! Welcome to my little corner of the internet. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, we are not on my winter island, but we are on my Friendsgiving fall town island of Pumpkin. And before we get anything started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Kaylee Games for making this challenge. I had so much fun creating this island. I honestly feel like I thrive in the fall season, and when it comes to decorating in Animal Crossing, fall is definitely my favorite season to decorate. So make sure you go check out Kaylee Games and go check out her content because she is an amazing content creator. And I also want to shout out Ayumu's Cozy Corner for sending me the pixels of the pumpkin for our flag, so that way I can create my own little version for this island. And also, before we get started, I want to show you guys the map and our villagers. So for villagers, we have myself, Hamlet, Cherry, Teddy, Callie, nope, that's not Callie, that's Sally, Hazel, my girl, my birthday twin, Anchovy, there's Callie, Bunny, Apollo, and Pecan. So let's go tour this island and see what it has in store for us. So we are greeted by Apollo in our very simple flat entrance because I honestly love doing flat entrances. I'm not good at terraforming whatsoever, but this is what I came up with for this island. And then when you come to the left, you have this big giant pumpkin carriage sitting here, so that way you can take some pictures. You can either go to the left up the diagonal road, or you can go straight to the right. But for today, we're gonna make our way to the diagonal road, which leads us to our shopping district of Nook's Cranny and Abel's. So Abel's and Nook's Cranny both got their deliveries on the same day, which is so ironic. And yeah, there's just some simple dress outside, and oh my god, a little ghost came to say hello. Hi Anchovy. But yeah, it was a very simple build. This space was very small, so I didn't really plan to do a huge build. So that's how our shopping district came about. And if you want, you can come through resident services also. So you can just come up here and then just start your tour this way if you really wanted to. So we're gonna go across this bridge. Oh, if I can go across. And now we are on the left side of the island. So if you come down through this party arch, we just have a natural little like park area where you can come feed the ducks and pick some fresh mushrooms and, you know, make a wish and just have a chill time over here. Once you leave there, you're gonna come into this area, which is one of the builds for the Friendsgiving challenge, which was the outdoor feast, I think it was called. So I just wanted to mix it up a little bit over here and put the different tables like according to the theme. You know, I put the mushroom table because it's fall, there's mushrooms popping up everywhere. The spooky table because it's a pumpkin, duh. And the actual Friendsgiving feast table. And there's a bunch of foods that you can eat, and it looks like somebody beat us to it and is taking some food home, which makes me very happy. I'm glad they enjoyed their food. Coming out of there is the next build, which was the harvest market. And if you saw my videos previously, I said in there that I didn't like how this build came out, and I still stick by it. I just don't like how it came out. I really wish I would have done it differently. But yeah, you just have a bunch of foods back there as well. Callie is enjoying the scene over there. So we're gonna go up this diagonal road, and right here is Bunny's house. She is in charge of the harvest market. So she has some mushrooms and some pumpkins. And then coming up the stairs, we have our Lily of the Valley because this island did get 5 stars. I did earn it myself. And who is this? Is this our character? It is! Oh my god, I didn't want to shake the trees. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, Pumpkin. It's so funny seeing yourself on a Dream Address tour if you guys look the same. But this is Teddy's house, and now we are going to enter another build, which is the pumpkin contest. And Teddy, along with Apollo, both are in charge of the pumpkin contest. Apollo uses his beak to break the pumpkins in case we want to recycle them or people want to take them home for their own like memorabilia from the island. And we already have somebody in first and second place, which is so nice. Some people just made regular pumpkins, and then somebody did make a little spooky treats basket, which is really cute. Here's the register, so you can buy whatever pumpkins you want. And we have our own naturally grown pumpkins here in our little baby pumpkin patch. So if you want to take extra pumpkins home, go right ahead. You're more than welcome. So coming out of here in this area, now we are going to go to the right side of the island from the entrance, and we're gonna see what's on that side. So if you do decide to go to the right, you are greeted by this fall arch, and this is our harvest parade. And this parade goes around the town for the entire fall/Halloween season, and we broadcast it live on our oh my god, I'm forgetting what to say. We broadcast it live on our television channels, so that way if you can't make it to the parade, you could always watch it on TV. So there is that. And then to the right over here is just a little natural flower area with some log benches if you just want to sit and, you know, touch some grass, be in touch with nature. I also didn't know what else to do with these flowers. I just wanted to say also thank you to Jojo Crosses and Lissetti Spaghetti. I will also be leaving the links to their channels below, along with all of the other amazing content creators that did this challenge as well. And this beach is very simply decorated with just like a little kiddie pool. And then above us is our house, but we're going to go there last. And we're gonna make our way up this road with Anchovy. Excuse me, sweetheart. This is our pumpkin patch, another build prompt for the challenge. So we have our naturally grown colorful pumpkins and a rock, which is surprising. But anyways, here are some more pumpkins. So we also have some little cooking areas, so if you want to cook some pumpkins and take the food home with you, you're more than welcome to. And we have a little standee, so you can take some pictures and make some funny faces just to have more fun on the island. And it looks like there's been a lot of leaves falling around because there's a rake over here with the leaves. So let's get out of here, and we're gonna go more to the right past the museum and our little research area. So people have been researching some fossils and some bugs, and along with this museum is a little tiny little cafe. How many times can I say little in one time? So yeah, there's a little cafe, and if you go up this road, you could either go down here, and here is our campsite with some pumpkin items to eat. And right here is Hamlet's house. He is in charge of the campsite. And I forgot to change these standees to orange, but you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. So you can chill on the peninsula by the water, by the bonfire, roast some marshmallows, cook some food, just hang out. And then if you go up this road this way, at a quick left, we have a very tiny little farm just to have some more vegetables on the island. So if you want to take those home as well, you're more than welcome to. This is Callie's and Cherry's house. They both are in charge of this little farm. And if you go up the stairs, this happened to be my absolute favorite build of this entire island, because I've never done such a natural-ish, I say ish because there are some items here, build before, and this happened to be the biggest build on this island. This is our Mush Forest, which is very overgrown, as you can see. And we do have a little neighborhood here. We do have some squirrels living here. Hazel lives here, Sally lives here, and Pecan also lives here because they're all a part of the forest. So yeah, it's very overgrown, very natural-like. And if you do go to the left, no, that's not the left, this is the right, Robin. This is the only beach that I actually decorated, and it's just a continuation of more mush items, some giant vines, and our lighthouse. I honestly didn't know what to do with these items. I didn't have space in the Mush Forest to put them. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do a little continuation of the Mush Forest and put it on the beach. So I think we saw all of the main builds for the challenge. And now we're gonna go into our house so we can take a look at what we did. Now, there was a couple of choices we could have done for the house. We could have done a cider mill, a cozy cottage, and I honestly forgot the other ones. I'll put them all in the description below. But let's go enter the house and see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so when you enter the house, you are greeted with the welcome desk. And we do have some spooky treats because it was Halloween. And who doesn't love candy? We do have a Nintendo Switch, we do have some board games as well, and we have some books to read, so when you're waiting for your room to be ready, you can entertain yourselves. And if you go to this back room, let's see what's in there. So in this back room, this is what I call the quiet corner of the house. It's a very big library where you can just hang out and read some books. I did not do a basement. I just had no idea what I wanted to do for that, so I just didn't include it in the house. But if you come to the left here, we're gonna see what kind of room is on the left because I kind of forgot. I think it was a kitchen. Yeah, it was a kitchen. So I went with the brick theme just to go along with the colors of the island. I know this rug doesn't match, it's blue. I just didn't change it. So if you go to the right here, I believe this is the bathroom if I remember correctly. So let's see what's in here. Yeah, it is the bathroom. So we have our toilet, our sink to wash your hands, because if you don't wash your hands, you're nasty. And if you are feeling a little bit under the weather, we do have a medicine cabinet, and you can take a nice hot bath and enjoy your cozy stay with your nice bathrobe. And then the final room of the house is the upstairs little studio apartment style. This is your quote-unquote room that you're waiting to be ready. So on this side of the little cottage, we have our decorations with our little cooking area and a couch. And then on this side, we also have another Nintendo Switch because we're Switchies. And this is where you would sleep. So that is my little cozy cottage. And I honestly usually don't decorate my houses, at least to this extent. But I'm so glad that I challenged myself to actually decorate everything in this house. So that's a plus. And that is it for our island tour of my fall Friendsgiving island of Pumpkin. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we visited this dream address. Like I said earlier, and I'll forever say it, I had so much fun doing this island. And I wanted to say thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, cozy friends.